Chunsoft. Abstraction games. Do not turn off the PS4 system when saving. All standard stuff. 248 Shibuya Scramble. Guys, okay. So this is a game that was on the Wii, and then it got ported to PS3 and PSP. All Japanese exclusive, and we're finally getting it on the PS4 and PC. Some point this year, maybe? I don't know. And now there's a demo. There's a demo available of 428 Shibuya Scramble. I don't remember how I found out about this game. I think I was just browsing Japanese games on Wikipedia one day, and I saw this, and I googled it, and it was like, holy shit, it's a live-action FMV visual novel. And like, I'm not that big into FMV games, but I'm big into visual novels, and I'm big into Japan. So like, when I heard that this game I found by chance, and I thought I'd never get to play, because I'm not gonna fucking play a visual novel in Japan unless it, in Japanese unless it has like lots of sex, because then I don't have to understand it. I just have to mash buttons until sex happens. This game gets localized. I'm like, hell yeah. And now there's a demo, so we're gonna play the demo. I'm gonna start a new game because I did boot it up to see what it looks like, but I didn't want to get too far because it's all story shit. Also, I have no idea how long that demo is, but select a bookmark to save to. We're gonna data 1. Do you want the guide to gameplay to be displayed? We recommend this for some. Okay, I kind of button mashed through this, but yes, I do want this. As you can see down there, I played for like 5 minutes. The stories, a work of fiction, name, characters, places, and whatnot are all fictitious and coincidental. Spike Chunsoft. I don't know if they're developers or publishers, actually. I know a lot of the games related to Spike Chunsoft, but I don't actually know much about Spike Chunsoft. I know Danganronpa is attached to them. That's about it. Oh! I don't know how this game is structured story-wise, but from what I read, there are scenarios made by people that wrote the story for Type Moon, so stuff like Fate Stay Night, and that thing that came before Fate Stay Night that everyone likes, that no one likes. God, this is a beautiful shot of the city. Of Japanese. Of great old Nippon. Look at that train! And that soccer field that's on top of the building. What was I saying? Is that ask.com.japan billboard? Holy shit, I saw that. You can't hide from me. Oh man. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm big into Fate. I'm big into Fate now. I'm the biggest Fate fan in the world now. Now that I've seen Fate Apocrypha and Fate Extra and played like 5 minutes of Fate Grand Order, that makes me the biggest Fate fan in the world. So yeah. I don't know, seeing stuff like this overhead shot of a Japanese city, it makes me not want to actually go to Japan, but just to keep up stuff like this. Because there's also this channel I was introduced to that I've been watching that's like first-person front car train views of train rides or whatever. I don't know how you want to say it. And that's like, oh man, I get to look at things on a train.
今朝新宿6丁目のオフィスビルに目出し帽をかぶった40歳前後とみられる男が従業員数人を人質に取り立てこもりました。その後数時間経った今も男は
Also, this game came out on the Wii first, so at least this is at least 12 years old, give or take. So some stuff is gonna look dated, like that car and this phone. Although I think there's like a good deal of Japanese people that still use that type of phone.
金銭上のトラブルが絶えなかったということです。今回の立てこもりはそのトラブルに端を発したものではないかと見方が強まっています。
Oh, abstraction games at the porting studio. That explains it. Why? That explains why I've never heard of them. Oh yeah, this guy's into that anime. Oh shit! Yeah, I remember this from the 5 minutes I played. Then the car blew up. The anime song killed. The anime kills, guys. Jiro Ishii. So he's made 3 other games that I think are on the Wii as well. Or not 3, 2 other games that are also like mystery visual novels. Shibuya Story is yours to tell. But there's no sign of those getting localized anytime soon, so. As you play through the game, the various mechanics will be explained. In 428, you follow the story of multiple protagonists at once. Your decisions impact their experience as you read the story. What does the day hold in store? Their fate is in your hands. Hopefully you can see them all through the end. To start, you have 2 characters, Shinya Kano and Aichi Endo. Let's begin by checking out Kano's story. But I can switch to Achi, but I can't select them. I can also back out, but I'm worried what that'll do. But yeah, I guess we're gonna do Kano. Ah, it's so fucking cheesy. Japanese has its own brand of cheese, like how Swiss cheese is from Switzerland and stuff. Just 2 more minutes to go. Shinya Kano noted the time again on his watch, scowling at the slow creep of the second hand. The time was 9:58 a.m. Furrows of consternation creased his forehead. It's a visual novel, alright. He wasn't nervous, but he knew better than to expect everything to go smoothly. Keeping a level head was proving rather difficult. There was no room for failure. Lives were on the line here. He eyed his surroundings. Was the perp really gonna show up? When, where would he be coming from? How would he make his approach? That fucking visual case shit. What is that, the Gazette? I don't think I know him. They don't look familiar. Alright. Stepped away from the mic for like a hot second out of paranoia. I don't know any of these billboards though. I don't know. Okay, I see the Samsung one. I know the fucking Samsung one. The Shibuya Scramble was as packed as ever. Oh. Shibuya Scramble, just like a nickname the populace has come up with for like a really busy part of the streets. Cause in Japanese, this game is called Fusa Serita something Shibuya, that translates to the blockaded Shibuya. So maybe it's called the blockaded Shibuya, but they translate to Shibuya Scramble for some reason. A throng of people crossing this way and that, blissfully unaware of the dozens of detectives hidden in its midst. I mean, isn't a lot of cities like that in some way? All night, another minute and a half. I said all night, didn't I? Kano glanced down at his watch yet again. Mere 30 seconds had passed. Oh, I hate that feeling. Detective Kano had been with the Enforcement Arms of Shibuya Criminal Affairs section for a year now, but he'd never been part of an operation this big before. He eyed the young woman standing beside the statue up ahead. She was small enough to get lost in the crowd. She carried a nondescript attaché case. Oh yeah, the FMV. Who are you? You look like the lady from Silent Hill 2, who is looking for her, mama, I think? I can't tell if that's a Silent Hill thing or if that's a Blanca thing. He told me, oh my god. He told me Asawa, age 19. I said oh my god because Hitomi is also the name of a famous Japanese porn star that has large tits, known as Hitomi Jacobs. The attaché case in her hand contained a full 50 million yen in cash. Yesterday, her twin sister Maria had been kidnapped. This was the ransom payment. The culprit had called Hitomi last night at home, referring to her by name and telling her to wait by the statue of Hachiko in Shibuya. It was almost time, but nothing. Kano was staring fixatedly at the second hand of his watch, with a homeless man sitting on the sidewalk murmuring just loud enough for him to hear. Come on, Kano. Quit looking at your watch so much. What if the kidnapper sees you? Kano tried to look nonchalant as he lifted his eyes, but the scruffy character continued. You're too nervous. Just relax already. You're the one acting suspicious, Sasayami. Kano frowned. Why would some homeless guy be talking to me? Ooh. Hold on. Yuji Sasayama was the senior officer of the Shibuya Precinct's Criminal Affairs Division, 5 years older than Kano. Some words and phrases in the text appear blue. These are called tips. Press square to underline a tip, then press X. This will let you read some extra info. Okay, Steins Gate, the game / visual novel Steins Gate, has something similar to this. I think I'm gonna have to go back to Steins Gate at some point. Oh. There are... Oh, wow. Now, it's not block based. I can do about the pixel. There are tips containing general knowledge and ones that are 4 to 8 specific. These are marked with our magnifying glass and 4 to 8 respectively. Oh, press up to go back to the reread sections you've already read. Play through to scroll, then rewinding it. Oh, controls. Oh. Okay. Shibuya Precinct. Official name Shibuya Central Precinct, responsible for the safety of approximately 200,000 people in 32 neighborhoods, including Uehara, Ugusudanicho, Utagawacho, Ebisu Nishi, Ebisu Minami. Something you want to talk about with Ebisu. I've also heard of Ebisu at the very least, and Uehara, not these other places. Oyamacho, Kameyamacho, Sakuragai Kacho, Sasazuki, Saragakucho, Shibuya Shodo, Jingumai, Shinsensho, Jinan, Sendagaya, Daikan Yamacho, Doganzaka! I know Doganzaka. Tomigaya, Nimpe Daicho, Nishihara, Hatagaya, Hachiyamacho, Hatsudai, Higashi, Hiro, Homachi, Moriyamacho, Moto Yoyogicho, Yoyogi, and Yoyogi Kimizono. Man, come on. Wait, that's not 32 neighborhoods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Why'd you have to name all 32 neighborhoods? Okay. He always went a little overboard with his disguise. He claimed it was all part of the job. But word around the station is that he just liked to play dress up. Hey, I mean, that's fine. Hey, pal, spare some change. Oh. Sasayama lurched to his feet and shuffled in close to Kano. Hey, knock it off. Failing for the part, Sasayama reeked pretty badly. Well, ain't so suspicious now, eh? He clung to Kano with mock camaraderie, despite the younger man's attempt to pull away. Come on, Sasayama, cut it out. Sasayama's bleak confidence rattled Kano's nerves. Of course, there was a good reason for that confidence. This was Kano and Sasayama's jurisdiction, but they were positioned a good distance from where the handoff was to take place. Jurisdiction, a particular region over which an organization or a member thereof has control or authority. Refers here to the area under the jurisdiction of various police precincts. The Metropolitan Police Department, at the pinnacle of Tokyo's police hierarchy, has vastly more authority than local precincts, but since many officers wind up needing to work with both, the outright rivalry between the two isn't as notable as TV dramas may make it seem. Interesting. Oh god. It's getting real Steins-Gate. Science time, 2 or more tips will appear on a single screen. Yes. Oh. I guess the up and down is left for... I could have mapped that better. The statue of Hachiko was surrounded by an elite investigator from one of HQ's special investigation team. Oh, history lessons. I think I've seen the statue of Hachiko before. Bronze statue of a dog erected in 1934. The dog was famous for loyally waiting for his absent master. Well known as a meetup spot outside of Shibuya Station. Other popular meetup spots at the station are the display car for the original Tokyo 5000 series, commonly known as the Green Frog, and the Moyai statue by the west entrance. I think I've seen the statue of Hachiko before or something similar to it. The other two are lost on me. HQ. Here refers to the Metropolitan Police Department, the Tokyo Police Station responsible for managing 101 precincts within the city. Japan's largest police organization. In addition to policing Tokyo, it has various other duties and authorities for maintaining public order in the capital. Why did I have very little problem reading this, but the actual dialogue, I like turn into a fucking first grader with my reading skills? What the fuck? Kano and his partner were just here to provide backup for the kidnapper attempt to flee. If the kidnapper attempted to flee. See what the fuck I mean? I'm starting to think it's possible it has something to do with like the text being displayed on screen, not gelling well with my eyes. I'm basically blind as a bat. Yeah, for some reason this is better. I don't know. Look, just try to relax, we'll be fine. Sasayama gave me a wink. A moment later, the radio squawked in Kano's car, or ear. Shit! Alright everyone, it's time. Keep your eyes open. Ooh, fucking Ghost in the Shell shit. Ghost in the Shell shit. Yeah. The voice coming through the earpiece was Koji Kuze, HQ's Operations Director. The individual responsible for directing the investigation at each event of a serious crime. If a task force is set up, the operations director is the one who assumes command. TV dramas and other fictional accounts often feature some young prodigy from the MPD as operations director, but in reality the position usually goes to a proven veteran. Until last year, he had been the Shibuya precinct's head detective and Kano's supervisor. We don't know when the perp is going to make contact. Don't lay your guard down. Kuze's low, gravelly voice echoed in connotation. Oh, you could have told me that before. I could have done a low, gravelly voice. We don't know when the perp is going to make contact. Don't let your guard down. Oh, look at this. Is there a way to get rid of the text? Can I open the time chart here? Ooh. Ooh. Settings. Autosave. Vibrations. Controls. This is interesting. Autoplay. Okay, let's never touch that. Show summary. Open time chart. High text. Yeah. Bad ending list. Why only a list of the bad endings? Let's make it a little brighter. I like my shit bright. But I was gonna say, look at this fucking crime drama team right here. Fucking dork Sasayama. You don't sound too worried, Kuze. Kinda winced at Sasayama's words. How could the man be so nonchalant? I can never tell who's talking. Their appointed time had come and gone. Something should have be happening. Whap. Kano smacked himself in the thigh to release a little tension. Sound was louder than he anticipated. Though the suit hit his muscular physique, it did a little to dampen the noise. He needed to stay focused. He might be called to action at any moment. The department handled abduction cases according to a certain standard investigation procedure. Was it an attempt to extort money, or was the motive something personal? The answer to that question determines how they deal with the criminal. And based on the investigation team's initial findings this time around, they probably weren't dealing with a professional kidnapper. Still, in all likelihood, it was someone with quite a long rap sheet. Probably someone who knew the family, but so far they had few leads on who might bear such a grudge. The situation so unclear, the plan was to apprehend whoever come to make the handoff on site. If the culprit ran with the money, there'd be no guarantee of the hostage's well-being. I guess that was the autosave that just happened. Okay. Still nothing. Still nothing. Sasayama murdered. Damn it. There he is. Oh, wait. No. I got it. There he is. He's here. Kuze broke in, his voice spiking into excited chirps. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Damn it. Excited chirps. Kuze's particular vocal quirk. Oh, it's his superpower. Whenever he gets overly flustered, excited, or panicked, he slips into a childish register, prone to babbling and hyping. God damn it. So, hold on, it's... So, instead... still nothing. He's there! He's there! Okay. He's a young man in his 20s, wearing a bandana and an orange hoodie. Kuze, normally calm and stoic, was now squawking like an innocent or excited child. That only happened when he got particularly worked up. Kano and Sasayama steeled themselves. Oh, it's just some guy giving out flyers. Fuck off. You can see the subject now. A 20-something male nonchalantly approached. He told me to talk to her. Alright, people. Be ready to grab the guy. Kuze was stationed in the mobile command center, not far from the intersection. He kept tabs on the situation via video surveillance from the camera team. The young man started to speak enthusiastically till he told me. Detective watched, uncertain. Was this really the kidnapper? And that's gotta be him. Oh, you'll encounter selections like these during the story. These choices will change the lives of other people in addition to changing yours. Own fate used to make the choice. Okay. Coin choice will not impact you or any of the other protagonists. Well, yeah, right. If he was here to apprehend the case, he wouldn't be showing her like flyers and shit unless he's like really good at his job. I don't think it's him. The situation still wasn't entirely clear. He needed to get a better look at things. The newcomer held a bundle of letter-sized papers, which he showed to Hitomi as he went on talking. He tried to hand one of the papers to her, but she pointedly ignored him. Undeterred, the man kept trying to foist it off on her. Hitomi refused to respond, becoming as motionless as the statue of Hachiko behind her, until finally the man gave up and walked away. Yeah, see? She's just giving out flyers. Yeah, look at that Sasayama's face, the fucking dork. Guess it wasn't him. Kind of felt the tension of the moment linger in his spine. Look, man, I don't know who's talking. If I do like a full playthrough of this, everyone's getting the same voice. No. Guy must have been hitting on her, Sasayama murdered. Like, I need to fucking know what hitting on her means. Hitting on her, succeeding at meeting someone on the fly like this takes a special knack. Looks are also important. Sometimes, of course, the person trying to get your attention out of nowhere is just trying to make a sale pitch for a product or a nearby establishment. At first glance, it wasn't always easy to tell the difference. I mean, she is pretty cute and all. He had a point. Though, of course, something in Sasayama's voice made kind of brace himself. She's got nothing on my Mi-chan. What's happening? Mi-chan was Sasayama's wife. They got married just last month. Let me tell you, Kano, married life is the best. You gotta hurry up and give it a try yourself. This was Sasayama's favorite topic lately, and Kano was getting more and more fed up with it. Sasayama, come on, just knock it off, okay? The phrase had become a common refrain of his sister department partner to them. Fine. Let's talk about your girlfriend then. Huh? Nani? Now, you can't be serious. Sasayama leaned in close again. What's she like? We're not having this conversation. Kano muttered, looked away. Ah, come on. Sasayama set his hand on Kano's chest, still playing the homeless troublemaker. Show me your phone. Let me see your lock screen. Yanni. Sasayama pawed at the phone. You got a pic of your girl on your lock screen, yeah? No. But he did. It was scary how on the mark Sasayama's instincts were. Hey, cut it out. We're in the middle of an investigation. I am investigating, Sasayama chuckled as he plucked the phone from Kano's pockets. His face scrunched up with astonishment as he looked at the lock screen. The heck's this? It's not... Ain't this Masami Nagahama? Oh god. Masami Nagahama, a national star, tends to play the heroine on national morning soap operas or national historical dramas. Her songs have been a series of national hits. She's even slated to host the year-end national singing competition program. Everything about her is national. Oh shit! NTT Docomo F900i. Where's my phone? I've got to Google this phone. And then... Oh shit, I left my thing on. That's fine. Hold on. No. I need a new... No, Dante's Inferno, come back. Docomo F... F900i. Do you mean the doc? Yes. Just get my images. Oh, look at this fucking phone. I bet you get like SIG 1 stuff. What's this? This phone looks awesome. Man, Japanese have like the best flip phones. I know that makes me sound like a weeb. Oh, Japanese have the best. But man, their fucking feature phones were all like sharp and square. We always get like these shitty round ones by Nokia, but they get like Sony ones that have like all the features. You can just stream TV from the FM TV stations and shit. Man, what do we get? We got Jamster. We got text Peter to 79995 to buy the Family Guy theme song and set it as your ringtone, and then we steal money from you over the course of like a year. Fucking bite me. Kinda realized he had to bite the bullet. No, that's my girlfriend. Her name's Rumi, and she's... Sasayama cut him off. You're telling me this isn't Masami Nagahama, the famous actress? Because this right here is Masami Nagahama. Like I said, you sly old dog. Trying to make like you're dating Masami Nagahama. I'm not, I mean, I guess Rumi does kind of look like her. Sasayama let out a huff. For real? You really think I'm gonna fall for that? There's nothing to fall for, man, I swear. Sasayama scowled, unconvinced. Alright, then why don't you marry her? Kind of stammered. Yeah, stammered. I was expecting stuttered. But he had no answer. The truth is, he would have happily married her already, but there was obstacles that need to be overcome. Okay, playtime's over. Let's focus on the job. Sasayama handed back Kano's phone and turned his gaze to Hitomi. Kano let out a quick, uneasy sigh, but his shoulders did feel looser. Maybe Sasayama had been trying to relieve a bit of the tension. Maybe we should be grateful. But now several minutes had passed since the guy with the papers had gone by. He peered at Hitomi. The strain on her face was visible. In addition to the weight of the attaché case itself, the $5,000, $10,000 yen bills, it weighed close to 6 kilos. Her slender arms must have been getting tired. Still, she refused to set the case down. She wasn't taking any chances with her sister's life. The kidnapping case had begun the day before at around 7 p.m. This is MPD Dispatch. The Shibuya precinct is reporting a missing person, believed to be an abduction. In Japanese law, the act of indirectly luring or deceiving someone into the control of a third party is known as kidnapping. Using forceful threats or violence to achieve the same result is known as abduction. Oh. So if it's like, hey kid, get in my van, that's kidnapping. But then if you get out of your van, you beat the kid, and then you drag him into the van, then it's abduction. It's the same thing though. I think it's just the same thing here in the Old West. Show Detective Maria Asawa, a 19-year-old student in Midoriyama Academy. The Green Academy? Fuck, man. Last seen at the LL Diner near campus. A man was allegedly seen forcing her into a car nearby. All officers in the vicinity reported the scene at once. Kano and Sasayama had been working at the burglary case in Jingumai's 5th district when they got the call. Ooh. The two arrived at the LL Diner at 7:15 p.m. At roughly the same time, several other officers showed up to secure the area, blocking off entry to nearby roadways and monitoring the surrounding establishments. Oh man, fucking... Is that Sasayama all cleaned up and not a hobo? Look at him, all fresh and shit. Inside the restaurant, Kano and Sasayama were met by the girl who reported the kidnapping. It was the victim's twin sister, Hitomi. What if Hitomi got kidnapped and this is actually Maria? What good does that do? Oh, god damn it. I really should have turned that off. I'm not used to turning it off. Could you tell us about when Maria was taken, starting from the very beginning? Kano said, keeping his voice low. My sister and I were supposed to go to a party together today. Hitomi was trembling, her voice hoarse. But I messed up the time. I showed up right at 7, an hour later than I was supposed to. God damn it. Fuck. Can I turn that off from here? I can't seem to. I can appear offline, but that's it. But I can't... What do you mean I can't turn off the notifications from here? Whatever. As long as no one's internet is fucking up and they keep leaving and joining the groups, I should be fine for a while now. So Maria had gone along to the party, a mixer for locals and exchange students. Tommy, arriving late, had shut out just in time to glance out through the restaurant window to see her sister getting shoved into a car like a bag of rotten potatoes. She described the vehicle as a blue station wagon of Japanese make. Ah, a Toyota. Why would someone like that? So why would something like this happen to her? Tommy held back her tears, but she was shaking all over. Did you get a look at the kidnapper? Yes, it was a man, middle-aged. It was him! It was Bill Gates! Holy shit! He came back from the dead to kidnap Japanese. That's dark. That's dark, though. There was another eyewitness, Leyland Palmer. He identified himself as God damn it! Why now? See, he was a lecturer at Hitomi Maria's school. I saw too. It's like Hitomi said. I heard Hitomi cry out, and so I went to the window and looked, and his Japanese was faltering as if he hadn't been in the country for very long. I mean, they don't teach you how to speak Japanese to a cop about a kidnapping. They just teach you how to ask for food, ask for the bathroom, and maybe how to get the pussy, depending on who your teacher is, and if it's probably Filthy Frank. And I think that maybe the kidnapper was working alone. Leyland explained that he'd seen the man shove Maria in the back of the seat, then clamber. Oh, clamber. I was like, climber? There's no I in there. Just clamber into the back seat. I've never seen that word, clamber. If he had an accomplice, wouldn't they have been driving? Neither Tommy nor Leyland had gotten a look at the suspect's face. What's happening? Why? Why? Fuck, I'm sorry, everyone. By everyone, I mean everyone who's decided to now be on PlayStation. Cause now your shit's all over. Fuck me. Fucking kill me. Kano was interviewing others who had been on the scene, looking for other potential witnesses when his phone rang. His Docomo F900i, the latest in Japanese technological feature phones. Motherfucker! God damn it. Okay. No. I didn't want to join the party. No. There. God damn it. I should have just did that the first time. Hindsight, hey? 2020? Not like my real vision. I wear glasses and I'm still fucking blind. Just listen to how I'm fucking reading this stuff. Fuck. Okay, anyways. It was Yoshio Kajiwawa, one of the senior detectives. You set up a task force to the investigation. Get back to the station once you have a handle on the situation there. Barely half an hour had passed between the time the kidnapping was reported and the time the task force began operations. Task force. Roughly 150 people are working on the case in the Shibuya Precinct's conference room. The main force at work is HQ's first special investigation unit. Additionally, other detective sections, a riot squad, and investigators from neighboring precincts have been assembled. I think they put a task force together in the Shin Godzilla movie. But it was like mostly of scientist nerds and that one girl that's kind of cute. Like the one girl that's in the story. When Kano and Sasayama got back to the precinct station, Kuze had already arrived from HQ. He informed them that the response team had been informed of the investigate the victim's home. Response team. In a case where someone has been abducted for ransom, it is often difficult to resolve the situation without cooperating with the victim's family. But the family can also be a hindrance in making an arrest. To help guide the family's actions, a response team is assembled and stationed in the victim's homes, led by an investigator with the proper training. Kano could feel a particular tension in the air. Unfamiliar MPD detectives scurry to and fro around the Shibuya offices. He pulled one of them aside to get a quick update. An hour had now passed since the kidnapping. There had been one new development. The perpetrator had made a threatening call to the victim's home. He said the following. Tomorrow at 10 a.m.,
by Hoshikori in Shibuya. Ask the sister, he told me, bring 50 million yen. If not, the girl's life is forfeit.
I did a voice. Man, that guy's just eating a banana. They're just having lunch. Shit. Kajiwara from the precinct was put on the response team along with detectives from elsewhere who's received special training in the abduction cases. Normally, a local precinct detective would have gone undercover in the victims' homes. Kuze, however, had decided that having a knowledgeable local was crucial and had sent Kajiwara instead. Oh, is this their home? Looks pretty western, actually. My architectural boner is going off, though. I want to see the inside. The detectives disguised themselves as delivery people and movers to make their way inside without arousing suspicions, arriving there at 8:30. 8:30 what? These old-ass Dell computers, fuck. The response team had come prepared to run a trace of the connector, contacted the family a second time. Trace, the act of pinpointing the source of an incoming phone call. The police are not allowed to do this independently without oversight. They must go through a formalized process that includes securing the cooperation of the phone company. In the past, conducting the trace itself would take time, but nowadays acquiring the location can be practically instantaneous. But there are no further calls. Okay, I hit start to go to the pause menu. I hope that didn't actually skip anything. Hey, look at that normie on the far left, just sitting there on her phone with her like jeans and black hoodie. She's kind of doing it for me. She's probably like waiting for a friend so they can go to the oh, I can't change the text speed. At least not in the demo. Contract says watched again. 20 minutes had now passed since the time designated from the ransom handoff. The kidnapper had yet to appear. Crap, you think we might have spooked him? He wondered out loud. Hey, stay calm. So I'm gonna scan the passing throng. He's just playing with us. Why'd this guy even pick the place? Kind of voiced the question he'd been asking himself ever since he heard the kidnapper's demands. Sasayama shrugged. Figure he must want to blend in with the crowd, not have the money, and disappear before anyone knows he's there. Will be my guess. In that case, why not pick Shinjuku or Ginza? I've heard of Ginza as well. The big crowd didn't just benefit the kidnapper after all. It also allowed the police to use the sea of people to conceal their own operation. I mean, that's not that much of people. What's this thing in here in the middle? Food stand? It's not a theater. It looks it's way too small to be a theater. Right now, there were 50 detective stations within a 50-meter radius of where he told me stood. The kidnapper would be taking a major risk if his plans were to nab the ransom money and run. That's what bothered Kano. Any criminal with half a brain would know better than to do a handoff in front of Hachiko. You're overthinking things, pal. Sasayama grumbled. No, I'm not. No, he's not. Kano reached into his pocket and pulled out his notepad. This was Kano's dick diary, which he always kept close to at hand. Why is it called dick diary? Sam rolled his eyes. That thing again? Kano ignored him, flipping through the notepad pages. Aha! Here it is. Dick Dictum 89. The more irrelevant something seems, the more relevant it's bound to be. Why Dick as in the name? Like someone, like a detective named Dick? It was a favorite saying of Kyozo Tateno, an assistant inspector from the Shibuya precinct. Tateno was the kind of detective Kano aspired to be. With the current operation, he'd been placed in charge of Hitoma's personal safety. He was in position to defend her as soon as the ransom had been handed off. Of course, Hitomi had been informed of how much protection she was under. There was a risk that if she had acted too secure, it might alert the kidnapper. I think Tateno has the right idea. Sasayama snorted quietly. Maybe. I mean, he's a great detective. Don't get me wrong. But do you know how many irrelevant things there are to consider? Again, Kano ignored him. It didn't matter if no one else understood. Kano had faith in Tateno, as both a detective and as an individual. Is Tateno the villain? That feels like it's obvious, but I don't know. He had first witnessed Tatsuno's brilliance during the standoff in a financial company 3 years ago. A man had shut himself in an office, splashing gasoline everywhere and holy shit. While the others hesitated, Tatsuno unflinchingly doused himself with gasoline and strode into the building, where he managed to talk the man down and secure the scene. You were just a rookie cop then. The others had been awestruck by Tatsuno's actions. Kano, who at the time had been content to a run-of-the-mill policeman, had found it quite inspiring. Still, you know. Sasayama murmured under the breath, "Hey, there's a JK back there, center back screen. Goddamn." And some other girl with like a barrette in her hair. Like, damn. And who's that fucking guy in the white farther back with like a little chain on his pants? Thinks he's fucking cool. It's probably like in college. Maybe it's a girl. It looks like he has a purse. Fucking thighs on that JK though. God damn. Fucking Sasayama's eating a banana again. No, the fucking hobo. Where'd you get the banana? As great a detective as Tatsuno is, it's not like anyone else in the world has ever heard of him. I suppose not, Kano said. So? Only time anyone ever hears a cop's name is if he's caught up in some scandal or killed in the line of duty. I mean, doesn't really seem fair, does it? Kano just shrugged. It was a strange definition of unfair, really. I mean, you got celebrity chefs and celebrity hairdressers and stuff. So how come no celebrity gumshoes, you know? That's true. I mean, now's not the time in the West to be doing that, what with all the, like, police brutality randomly happening. But yeah, why aren't there, like, police heroes and stuff, you know? Look, please, can you just focus on what you're doing here? Kano rubbed his eyes, then turned his attention back to Hitomi. What's the matter? Didn't sleep? Not enough, I guess. Did you eat? Didn't have time. Between bringing in supplies for the base of operations, readying the team's vehicle, photocopying hundreds of documents, and various other tasks, Kano had barely slept the previous night and hadn't gotten a meal in either. Base of operations. Base of operations is usually set up in a large room at the precinct, such as an auditorium. MPD and precinct investigators assemble there, and communications equipment, investigation resources, and such are brought in. Because of the scale and scope of these activities, newspapers reporters can be liable to notice, and so in case such a kidnapping where a victim's personal safety is at stake, the flow of information is tightly controlled. What have you been doing? Sasayama puffed out his chest. Saving up my energy for today. So you were sleeping. Kano gave a weird chuckle at his partner's lack of shame. There he is! Kuze's voice chirped silently through Kano's earpiece. A man in his 20s wearing a sleeveless red jacket. He's carrying a garbage bag. A young man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He strode toward her, a sinister look on his face. He didn't match Hitomi's description, but Kano felt a jolt of nerve at the same. Maybe the kidnapper had hired some young street punk to snatch the ransom. That's our guy. What do you think, Kano? Sasayama whispered. Yeah, I think he's gotta be. This was it. Kano swallowed the lump in his throat. He bent his knees, ready to act fast. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Could this be the culprit? Or perhaps... The young man tried to snatch the briefcase from Hitomi, but she clung to it with desperate strength. It was him! The detectives rushed in. Whoa, hey, what the hell? The young man cried out frantically and tried to dart away, but the officers closed in, forcing him bodily to the ground. You know what happened? Yeah, the fucking culprit like gave this guy $20 and it was like, hey, go try to steal that guy's Attach 8 case. To fucking fool all 50 detectives to like think he's the culprit and then tackle them and then fucking out themselves. That's what fucking happened. Now the culprit knows and he's not fucking coming out. He's fucking fucking in Hiroshima right now. Oh man. Target secured. Oh jeez, I think we got another suspect on the scene. Eek. He's taking the ransom. Even worse, it was the distraction. The fucking culprit's so bold. Oh man. Fucking go. Kusei's hysterics made Kano spin around. Sure enough, a foreign-looking man was sprinting away, a Dutch case in hand. The mob of detectives scrambled to pursue. Before Kano could react, most of them had run off, leaving him to look after the suspect. Okay, what should I do with this guy, sir? He might have some connection to the kidnapper. Should I bring him in? Huh? Oh, sure, that'd be swell. Like, yeah, you fucking bring him in. Like, if he tried to do anything, bring him in. If a dog came and, like, peed on Hitomi, you bring the dog in and question it. How do you know the suspect? Arf. Fucking electric chair. I'm on it. The help of one of the remaining detectives, Kano brought the suspect back to Shibuya precinct. And this is the other playable guy. Look at him. Oh, punky. I thought it was a girl too. I was like banking on that this was a girl. I don't know. I'd still touch him with my hand. Just slap him a little. Just pick his nose. Punch him in the eye. Kinda looks like he's been punched in the eye. If you squint hard enough. Look, how many times do we have to go through this? Cut the crap. In the interrogation room, the young man who gave his name as Aichi Endo steadfastly insisted on his innocence. Why'd you try to steal the case? You're not innocent. Even if you have nothing to do with the person we're looking for, you tried to steal something from a fucking innocent girl. You're not innocent. Gotta watch Aichi's face intently. Like I said, it looks heavy, so I was trying to help her out. No, you don't immediately go grab to help. You ask first, you fucking punk. It wasn't inconceivable that the young man would want to help a pretty girl. No, you would ask first. But Hitomi had just been standing there, hardly in desperate need of assistance. She hadn't set the case down, so I figured there was something important inside. An entry for Kano's dick diary shot through his mind. Dictum 25. When the tongue slips, grab it and yank out the truth. Classic advice for questioning. Something important you say, such as, "How the heck should I know?" As he spat. He huffed and slumped back in the chair. The standard textbook back and forth had been going on for nearly an hour. Kano didn't mind. Chasing down criminals was all well and good, but questioning suspects was another key part of the job. Are we gonna get like Ace Attorney? Cause like I'm not ready for Ace Attorney. Plenty of off the scene work went into cracking the case. Once again, he had Aji explain that what he'd been doing starting from the beginning. When Kano finally emerged from the interrogation room for a short break, he learned that there had been some progress in the case at the crime scene. The police hadn't been able to determine yet, however, was whether or not Maria was safe. Fighting back his anxiety, Kano consulted his dick diary. Dictum 54. Haste mixed waste. He felt his tension subside, remembering the right maxim always helped. It was like casting a magic spell. Is haste make waste the same type of saying? Like, is it the exact same meaning as nothing wastes time, like trying to save time? Because that's what it sounds like, I assume. Kano returned to confront Aichi once more. You were there to act as a distraction to mess up our investigation, weren't you? Huh? Aichi looked a bit dumbfounded. What are you on about? Dictum 55. The truth hungers to be free. You're hungry? You hungry? Got to katsudon if you like. Oh wait, hold on. Katsudon. I've heard of katsudon. I don't really remember what it is. I think it's noodles. No. No? Hold on. Katsudon. Wait. Katsudon. Hold on. Okay, I'll just read it. Japanese dish consisting of a bowl of white rice, topped with breaded pork cutlet and egg. There are 7 variations such as sauce katsudon. The egg is replaced with Worcester sauce, as it's probably pronounced. I usually pronounce Worcestershire sauce. I like every bit. That's a dumb fucking word. In miso katsudon, where the pork is stewed in miso. Not typically the sort of thing a police officer offers a suspect during an investigation. This could be seen as baiting with food and is to be avoided. Katsudon. Cause I looked up something. I looked up pork cutlet recently. Isn't that just katsudon? Hold on. I can just do this now. Pork cutlet. Japanese. Oh, tonkatsu. That's what I'm thinking of. Katsudon. It's katsu pig? No. It might be. No, you know what? Katsu is probably cutlet. Now that, yeah, that's probably what it is. Anyways. Damn. That looks good. Aichi devoured the bowl of katsudon with gusto. He looked like he hadn't eaten in a while. Alright then, spill it. What's this guy after? Oh, he murmured, a thick slice of egg, latent pork between his teeth. How many accomplices do you have? Kano asked. Aichi just shook his head as he inhaled the food. Resignedly, Kano flipped through his notebook once more. Got you? Okay, this is becoming a problem. Let's see. Number 115. Use the lights to your advantage. As the minutes passed, he found himself referring to his book again and again, trying to dozens of different methods to tease out whatever his suspect might be hiding. The experience began to feel strangely surreal. There were 2 voices echoing hollow in the interrogation room. Eventually, Kano looked at the clock and realized that the questioning had been going on for nearly 5 hours. He still hadn't made any headway. What was he supposed to do next? Tatano would know, but he wasn't sure. No. Still, he was determined to do whatever he could to keep the victim and her family safe. Gritting his teeth in frustration, he pursed the dick diary like it was a scripture. Number 116. The monotonous questioning was clearly tiring Aichi out. His eyelids drooped like they were beginning to get heavy. Number 117. Get them when they're tired. Kano's eyes gleamed. You're part of some criminal gang, huh? Aichi's head slumped forward heavily. Nodding off was basically the same as nodding yes, right? No! Maybe? No! I'm gonna say no until proven it otherwise. Gaza-san, I did it. Or Kuze-san. The young guy we grabbed at the handoff site, he finally confessed to the crime. What? What are you talking about? Kuze laughed in disbelief. We're just about to apprehend the mastermind here. Huh? Kano clutched his phone, dumbstruck. Listen, why don't you... No, look, just wait. They're at HQ, okay? No, it can't be. After the kidnapping case wrapped up, Kano tendered his resignation. Guess I'm not cut out to be a detective after all, he thought to himself. He dropped the dick diary on his desk as he left the Shibuya precinct for the last time. So long, Shibuya. What? Just like that? Oh man. Kano wound up at a bad end. However, this does not mean that the choice you made for Kano was the wrong one. I only made one choice. One of the other protagonists, Aichi Endo, has an impact on Kano's fate here. You can avoid a bad end by making proper decisions. And other character stories for detailed, check the tip by underlining the bad end. Kano had every reason to suspect Aichi Endo, but arresting him turned out to be a mistake. If Aichi didn't approach Hitomi, this wouldn't have happened. Try playing Aichi's story up to 10:30 and make a choice that keeps him from going up to her. If you do that, Kano won't even have a chance to arrest him and things should play out differently. Up to 10:30. So do I play as Aichi now? Or is that the demo?